Streamline recommends Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee as the new show to watch on Netflix this week. These are the first new episodes of Jerry Seinfeld's interview series since the comedian transferred Comedians from Crackle to Netflix. As before, the show meanders between shots of Seinfeld driving a fancy car and scenes of him conducting a softball interview with a famous person. It's all very fine, if not necessary, watching. Check out the trailer for the new season below. If you're a regular Streamline reader, you might be wondering why a scripted show doesn't get the recommendation this week, as per usual. As mentioned in an article earlier this week about Netflix's July lineup, the company seems to be pumping the brakes on original content this month. Unlike previous months where multiple noteworthy shows would debut in the same week, there's hardly a notable show all month. This week, there's no scripted show to even mention, so Comedians is the only notable show with new episodes. Also, we're dropping the weekly list of Netflix rankings. The list has felt increasingly pointless as Netflix slowed its rollout of new shows. Instead of weighing the merits of different projects, the ranking was becoming nothing more than a list of what shows debuted in the past few months. Calling this a ranking has felt false, so it's time for a change. You can still check out the much more weighty list of rankings at the main Streamline page. It gets regular updates every week. Also new this week, Jim Jeffries' This Is Me Now might be funny. It's the third comedy special that comedian has done with Netflix. I interviewed Jeffries last year about his new Comedy Central show. Although I'm not always the biggest fan of his humor, I legitimately enjoy talking to him, which is rare for promotional interviews. And if you want to stay up to date with what to watch on a weekly basis, subscribe to this Streamline newsletter. Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, on Netflix. Here's the trailer. Top 5 Netflix news items from this week. 1. Netflix might roll out a new subscription option called Ultra. The new tier will allow users to stream Ultra HD content on 4 devices simultaneously. This option might cost about $20 a month. 2. The very delightful cartoon, Aggretsuko, earned a renewal for a second season. 3. Come August, you'll no longer be able to write reviews for content on Netflix. The feature was only on the desktop version of Netflix. Your film reviews weren't good enough and Netflix is deleting all of them. 4. Netflix spent $150 million to buy 3 dozen billboards in Hollywood along the Sunset Strip. The company will use the billboards to advertise Netflix content. 5. A Wall Street firm released data that claims Netflix is now more popular than regular cable. The firm used a survey to ask 2,500 adults the question, which platforms do you use most often to view video content on TV? That sample size is very small, but Netflix came out on top nevertheless. Random Netflix tweet. The Netflix Twitter account is one of those try-hard media brands that like to make jokes. Streamline will present one a week without comment. 10:03 a.m. Let's watch Tarzan. 10:04 a.m. pic.twitter.com/ux9jcf4e. Netflix US. At Netflix, July 3, 2018. One weird thing. Netflix is making a show about a young Sigmund Freud fighting crime with the help of a medium. Just wow. The initial plan for the Freud debut doesn't include the United States. But maybe that will change since the news about this truly wild show has gone viral. If you're in Austria, Belgium, Finland or Hungary, you'll likely get the first chance to watch this. I'm jealous. And here are the shows and movies arriving on Netflix through the rest of this week. July 9th, Lock Up, Extended Stay, Collection 1. July 10th, Drug Lords, Season 2, Netflix Original. July 12th, Gone Baby Gone. July 13th, How It Ends, Netflix film. Jim Jeffries, This Is Me Now, Netflix Original. Kevin Hart, Let Me Explain, Sugar Rush, Netflix Original. The Epoch Tales of Captain Underpants, Netflix Original. Download.